Hey, what's up, Earth signs? Today I'll be pulling a card from this deck and a couple cards from my tarot. So let's see what messages you need to hear today. Universe, ancestors, please give me one card from this deck for the Earth signs. What messages do they need to hear today to help bring them peace, strength, courage, guidance, clarity, and any healing they may need? I thank you in advance for your messages. All right. Earth signs, you received the card Connection is Necessary. So let me pull a couple of clarifying cards from this deck to see what that means. Universe, ancestors, please give me 3 cards from this deck for the Earth signs and to clarify connection is necessary. What messages do they need to hear today to help bring them peace, strength, courage, guidance, clarity, and any healing they may need? I thank you in advance for your messages. Please give me one more card for the Earth signs. Whoa, what is going on? As they say, connection is necessary. I see 3 energies. All right, so give me a couple seconds here to feel the energy. Huh. This doesn't really make sense to me. But then again, lots of times when I do readings and personal readings, it never makes sense to me sometimes, but it makes sense to you guys. So I'm just going to go with the flow and see if it's going to resonate or not, but it doesn't make sense to me. So Earth signs, you receive the card Connection is Necessary. At this time, your universe and ancestors are letting you know that whoever you meet presently or in the near future, just know that you need to be open, because I feel as if the universe and ancestors are planting seeds towards you. So meaning planting these people or energies into your life to kind of help you, motivate you, or what have you, okay? But just know that this connection that you're about to meet, these people, it's necessary. So it's part of God's plan. It's part of the process. It might not make sense to you, like it doesn't make sense to me, but it might make sense later on, okay? So just know that you need to connect to people, be open, don't be shy, don't be, hiding in the corner. You need to open up, you need to network, you need to socialize, be open to meeting different kind of connections, because it's necessary in your journey of life, okay? Whatever that may be, right? Why I say that is because I see 3 energies here, okay? You could put yourself where you see fit. I don't feel that any of this is your energy. I feel that these are other people that's going to be around you. And that's why connection is necessary. The first energy I see is a King of Swords. King of Swords is an air sign energy, okay? They're very focused. They're very determined. They have clear communication. They have mental clarity. They're very decisive. They know what they want, okay? And they go chase it, right? They're very honest. They're very straightforward. They'll tell you how it is, right? So you have someone in that type of energy. Then you also have the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is all 4 kings put together as one, okay? So they're a natural born leader. They help guide people. They're very knowledgeable in all aspects of life, financially, love, home, everything, okay? They're very smart too. And they guide people. People see them as a mentor, right? And they're not afraid to, share their ideas and help you grow, right? They motivate you. So this person could also be like a boss, a supervisor, an owner, an entrepreneur, what have you, okay? Because they're the Emperor, right? And then the third energy you receive is the Knight of Swords, which is also an air sign energy. Okay, now, but the difference is this person is very fast moving. You know, they just do things. You know, they take action, they take decisive actions right then and there in the spur of the moment. Okay, they are very direct and clear with their communication as well, and they're very focused on their goal. Okay, so if these characteristics and energies are surrounding you at this time, maybe in a work environment, maybe in a school environment, maybe at a home environment, whatever, it might not make sense now. And it might, you know, some of these energies might be a little too blunt for you or what have you, but just know that this connection is necessary for a reason. These people are meant in your life for a reason. Okay, so just believe in the process, be patient, and focus and use your intuition. Why are these people planted in your life? What are you supposed to learn from them? What are you supposed to witness from them? Right? See things from a different point of view. All right, so let me know if that resonates. And that is the end of today's reading. But before I let you go, I am going to introduce you the decks and the crystal that I am currently using today per your request. I am a card collector, so I have over 300 decks. I'm slowly going through them now because there's some decks that I don't use anymore because I kind of grew out of them, or I'm not interested in anymore. And they're very good condition with the guidebook if it came with one. So if you guys are interested, you guys could shoot me a private message and I could send you guys pictures. Just be patient because this week I have a very busy week ahead of me. So just be patient and I will eventually get back to you. I do not get paid. I'm not trying to advertise. I'm not affiliated with any decks whatsoever. I just collect them and you guys want me to share. So I'm sharing the information. All right. So today's Oracle deck, I use this one. And what caught my eye is I love the background here. The back of the deck. I love the Victorian era style, even furniture and whatnot. So that's what caught my eye. And I also like the artwork. It's very vibrant, very detailed, very unique. I really, really like it. And I like how it's like playing card size. It's not like the bigger, bulky size. But they are very good quality. It's thick cardstock. And because of that, it's easy shuffling, like, you know, with the bridge. But then when you're shuffling like a tarot reader, it's a little hard because the material is very waxy and smooth, which is nice, but they tend to stick. So it's very good quality, but for someone that needs to shuffle them, I think it's a little too fancy. All right, so that's the Oracle deck, and that one is called Seeker Oracle. I purchased this at Amazon, but I'm pretty sure that if you search the name of the person and the name of the oracle, you're able to buy it. It'll guide you to buy it anywhere else. Okay. And as far as the tarot deck, I purchased this at TaUrUs.com. And that's how it looks like. I believe they still have it and it's on sale right now because normally once they run out of stock, they bring in new decks. So they don't last too long. But I love this because of the like cartoon pictures, and it's more modern, not the typical decks that you normally see. So that's why I purchased this. And this deck is called Sphere Stories Tarot. And that's how it looks like. And that's the back. And then today's crystal that I am using is called Caribbean Calcite. It's one of my favorite stones because of the colors. And it looks like the beach. So I wrote down some properties. Let me read them to you. So Caribbean Calcite is a powerful stone of serenity, spiritual awakening, and emotional healing. It promotes inner peace, relaxation, and mindfulness. See, it's like the sand and the ocean. It's so pretty. It also enhances psychic abilities, deepening your meditation, and strengthens your intuition. But yeah, this is one of my favorite stones. The brighter it is and the clearer it is, the more expensive it is. And this is one of the stones that are normally on a more higher price, more expensive zone. Yeah, it's a little more expensive than the typical type of crystal. But like I said, the brighter blue and clearer it is, the more expensive it is. And oh, the one that I wanted cost a couple $1,000s, and I can't do that. Well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Have a good night and take care.